boy, and he's a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine and Honey are both girls. So Oolong's the black one with the white ear puffs,
Mm-hmm.
and Jasmine's the short-haired little black one with the white bow tie. He dissuaded. He wants to be friends.
Mm-hmm.
So she's finally given up. Jasmine's like scrappy and skinny. You know? She never has time to eat. I put the canned food out and she'll eat for a while with everybody else, but she gets bored first and then she takes off to go play.
I hope to get rid of these fleas before I get anyone else ill.
Yeah, that's true. We probably shouldn't introduce a new one until you get rid of the fleas.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I have flea shampoo. You want to take it home with you?
Sure.
It's not prescription, but it works as good as anything. It's in my bathroom. I'll find it.
Judy had given me some stuff that just makes the water red, and then when they're bleeding, it makes it redder.
Right.
And he just really doesn't like it. He hasn't scratched me yet, and he hasn't bit me. But he really doesn't like water. He's not a water lover.
Yeah, most of them aren't. Can't blame
him. We saw some really awesome bridges when we were traveling across the states. Well, from Georgia to Iowa.
I love those. I love those. The ones that you see like in Madison County and down in that way.
There was an enclosed bridge. I can't remember where it was. I stayed in the car, and Sherry walked all the way through it. It was sort of eerie.
Yeah, always reminds me of Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Where they hear the footsteps and they can't find him, and he's on the top. I love that movie. I have that too.
I love
I might have
the
to watch
story.
The Godfather tonight. Leave the canoe, take the cannoli. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. That's how it goes. So, this is the route to Dunkerton, Sherry. Hello, how are you?
Did you hear Sherry? She said
Don't
hello.
know me, but hello, Sherry. I'm Penny. I drag her everywhere.
She said, are you going with Penny? I said, yes.
She's my ride or die. I talk her head off and drag her all over the country. She politely goes along.
That's the only excitement I get.
So this is the route to Dunkerton off of 150 outside of Waterloo, or off of 20 outside of Waterloo.
Nice and green.
There's this house on this side. I'll show you when we get down here. So they are so nice. I've never met them. Okay.
Uh-huh.
They had 2 wheelbarrows close to the road at the beginning of COVID with the sign, and they would put all of their ugly produce in it. The cucumbers that are crooked, and tomatoes that are funky looking.
Yeah.
And zucchinis and everything. And they kept my daughter and I fed at the beginning of COVID when I could barely leave work and come home and get
that's
back.
awesome.
I didn't have time to go to the grocery store. I didn't feel right about going to the grocery store because I knew I had been all contaminated.
Mm-hmm.
And some places didn't want us to come in. If we were in our scrubs, they didn't want us there. So I would go to these people's, little produce thing, and we would have like zucchini salad with cockeyed tomatoes and ugly cucumbers.
Oh, that's cool. Those tomatoes are still not ripe that I got the other day.
Yeah.
I ate 2 that night, and then I had one in the microwave or something. It was good.
Yeah, was it good? Those were nice looking ones. My daughter would have loved those. Maybe she'll let me come visit tomorrow if I go get my prescription. If she knew I had a Hello Kitty t-shirt, she would let me come. But anyway, they also have this sign up on their yard that's like, diversity and inclusion, and they fly the LGBTQ flag.
Oh, cool.
And they have like the sign with everybody different colored fists and stuff,
Yeah.
And so I decided that I would make them while I'm doing nothing. I would make them like the farmer's market crocheted bags, the net looking bags. But I want to put it on their door. I don't want them to see me. I just want to leave them a note that says, you fed my kids while I was was working the COVID round at work. He kept my daughter and grandson fed.
Wow, that's nice. Yeah, but we don't tiptoe so well. How are you going to get it on that door and get back to the car?
And I'll show you their house. Their door is, you have to drive way up their dirt driveway. There's no way they would hear me unless they weren't home. So, I don't know. They may have to find out. Maybe if I'll just do that thing that kids do, and I'll just put it on the door and knock and run.
You can't run, hon.
This is true. Hobble. I'll just hang it on the door and hobble as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you can hobble. I can hobble.
I just won't knock. I'll get it on the door. I'll get all the way back to the car, and then I'll honk. And when they open the door, we'll drive away.
No, that's not personable enough. You have to.
Well, they never saw me, but they fed me for 2 months.
Well, you want to do more than just zip away.
I'm going to write a lovely note.
There, that would be nice, and enclose it in your bag.
Make like 2 little farmers market shopping bags.
I think that's a lovely thought.
Don't you think?
Yes. That's
I mean,
lovely.
just the things that hang off I've got the Native American dream catcher, the third eye.
What a great farm that is over there.
It's a beauty. There's some nice ones out here.
I've heard of Dunkerton, but I've never gone anywhere
It's
near
a
it.
small little place. I get the feeling that my friends. Okay, this house right here. Right here. Is that it? No, that's not it. It's the next hill. I'll find it. They all look the same. It's like the little hill with the dirt and
I think it looks like it's going to rain.
I think.
The clouds are big. Right? Well, not now.
So there's all these little guys. It's this one right here. See this hill? That's my problem. Right there.
Oh.
Right behind that yellow roadside.
Oh.
I'd have to go up that hill driveway, and it's dirt, so you know it's going to make noise. I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to make noise.
They're high ceilings. Is that a church?
Yeah. It's a church that has, no parking lot. I can't ever figure it out.
Well, that's sort of
I think it's
macabre.
still in use because it has a sign. But there's just a tiny little dirt patch, but not really any. See right there?
Yeah.
No. You can't tell me these people are walking. It'd be miles.
Maybe they come on a buggy.
I'll tell you what, no Amish don't have church buildings. I have slept drove this so many times because I'm so tired. Like, you work 14 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Or they pull you for an extra 4 because nobody picked up a shift, so you work 16 plus a half an hour on each side for handoff.
How do those people keep their job?
I don't know. I want mine and I can't have it.
I know.
But there was one time when I was so asleep here that I drove all the way through Dunkerton, and there was a car in front of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, he turned where I'm going to turn and show you, but he didn't. He went past that and turned to the street to his house, which is a dead end, and there's only about 4 houses.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to the dead end and stopped, and I'm behind him wondering why he stopped on the road, and finally realized that he is parked at the dead end, and I have literally tailgated him all this time.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know how I didn't hit him. And he got out of the car and he's like, "Are you all right? You were so close I could see your eyes." And I'm like, "I'm surprised you could see my eyes because I'm sure they were closed. I was asleep. I just worked a 16-hour shift in a row, and then I drive an hour home and an hour back. So if I'm super duper lucky and don't take a shower, I get 2 hours of sleep."
Wow.
Those are the days when they used to let us sleep up on Peds or someplace if it was closed, if there wasn't any, if there were beds open.
Mm-hmm.
But then they decided that they didn't like that because housekeeping was making our beds. So I was like, I'll make my own bed, I'll clean the room, I'll do whatever. I always do anyway. And because I'd end up staying 4 or 5 nights in a row because there was no backup.
Wow.
We didn't have a second night shifter for months.
Wow.
I worked 19 shifts in a row once.
Oh my God.
I would be off, You know, I work every night 12 hours plus the half an hour on each side and drive an hour and a half, and I couldn't do it, so they let me stay. So I stayed on Pete's for 19 days in a row. And my grandson was visiting from Colorado, and I missed all that time with him, pal.
Oh no.
I missed all that time when he was a little boy. Jossie used to watch him and go to marching band practice in the summer and take him along. And
That's cute.
yeah, I mean they're tight, but I missed my chance with him. All for a job that doesn't care about me, man.
Yeah, don't dwell. If I can't dwell on what happened to me last week, you can't either. And you know, they know how good you are. They're gonna hopefully do something about it.
Well, I've been out with you a couple times now, and I haven't used my walker at all.
Nope. 4 times.
I just feel like, you know, like, honestly, having had this 2 months off, it's actually been kind of nice, although I shouldn't say it, because the sores on my left leg have almost completely healed because I'm actually able to elevate it like I'm supposed to.
Yep.
So this is actually the city of Dunkerton now, and the speed
Okay, because I was trying to read it on the water tower. I can't.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't face the road; it faces the town. They have a brand new high school. They just built it last summer.
Cool.
It's really nice. They're volunteer. Their fire department's all volunteer. This is the only store in town. This is a real food desert town. If you're on food stamps out here, the only place you can buy food is that Quick Start.
Wow. Dunkerton, that's a sign. Went by too fast and I was too big. My screen was too big.
The only thing is there were a lot of pro-Trump signs at the time that I was...
Oh yeah, and some people left them up way too long.
Some people down here, where we're going to turn, they freaking spray painted their tree. Then they put their house up for sale, and they weren't getting any lookers because of their... So I saw the guy out there with those, you know, those... What's it, when you have those high-pressure water washers from the side of the house, he used that to blow the name off the side of his tree. There's a huge golden retriever that lives in his house, and if you come by in the morning, he's waiting for his owner to come home from work every morning.
That's awesome.
And the baseball field for the little kids that play t-ball and stuff is this one right here.
My kittens wait for me by the front door, which is just dumb. On the bookcase that Sherry put together for me.
They have a community garden right here. You can like pick a plot of land if you don't have enough at your house. Or if you have an apartment and you can grow. Look at the little kids.
Oh, cool.
See, this is like up here a little ways. Now comes the pretty drive.